Hello and welcome to episode number 96 of WITM as Clash of Champions continues. One of the last rivalries we had with the game's built-in rivalry system, as well as one of the last rivalries we had on Velocity, was Andrew versus Jack Gallagher over the Cruiserweight Championship that Andrew held out at the time. And Andrew would defeat Jack Gallagher week after week on Velocity and then defeat him again at the pay-per-view where the Cruiserweight Championship was successfully defended against Jack Gallagher. Jack Gallagher at that time was selected by the game for a Cruiserweight title shot despite being at the very bottom of the rankings on NXT and 205 Live. Since then, Jack Gallagher has been on a roll. He has shot up to the top 5 or at least top 10 of both NXT and 205 Live, and now he gets to show Andrew how much he's improved. Will it be enough to lead Gallagher to a victory, or will we see Andrew pick up yet another victory over the man that calls himself the extraordinary gentleman hailing from England, Jack Gallagher? So let's get this episode 96 match underway at Clash of Champions. It's a rivalry rekindled. Andrew versus Jack Gallagher.
Hold on to your seats. We have singles action coming up next.
This is going to be good.
We have one of our breakout talents against an imposing adversary.
Oh, man. I can't wait to see these two go at it.
Hideo Itami once again attacks Andrew, but cannot get the jump on Andrew. Irish whip. Hideo Itami, a fellow cruiserweight, he has attacked Andrew before on 205 Live, one of the first episodes of 205 Live, along with one of the Bollywood boys. Itami attacking Andrew again. Remember, these two men have history in WITM Season 2. Hideo Itami wanted to become a AA hardcore cruiser and form a stable alongside Andrew and Austin Aries. Andrew would attack Itami, and that would begin his heel turn that would eventually lead to the reformation of the Purity Society. Itami trying to get his revenge as Andrew begins training other talents, and Itami will get the best of Andrew, jumping him during his entrance, robbing him of his pay-per-view match.
Let's keep the action rolling along. Chaos will reign in our triple threat match. Next, we have one of the best talents in the match.
Alright, so Hideo Itami still has a bone to pick with Andrew Where will that lead? So we will not see the rivalry rekindle between Andrew and Jack Gallagher. So we continue on with this pay-per-view. We have a non-title match between, and it's going to do that crowd glitch thing, of course. So will allow me to back out of the menu, close up the game, restart it, and then we will see what our episode 96 match will be.
One match is in the books, and we're on to the next. Triple threat action coming up next. We have one of our breakout talents in a match against two of WWE's finest.
All right, so it's Brock Lesnar versus Chris Jericho and John Cena in a non-title match. It's going to be a victory for Brock Lesnar. And this match is actually going to be a 6-man match. Well, actually, it's not going to allow me to edit the card. That's right, like it did in 2K16. So it looks like it's going to be Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose to determine the vacant Universal title that was stripped off of Andrew so that he could maintain his 205 Live eligibility. Who is going to become the new official Universal Champion is going to be the man that Andrew defeated for that his second Universal title, the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose, gaining his second Universal title. Alright, so that ends Clash of Champions. We expected to see 2 WITM matches. We got one, courtesy of Hideo Itami. So let's take a look at the Raw card and see if Serena is going to be making her having her first match as Raw Women's Champion. And despite being a champion, she's not pictured in the Tonight Show, so I'm going to guess that is a no. Alright, so we have a promo from Samoa Joe. Enzo and Cass take on Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods of the New Day. Braun Strowman takes on Darren Young. Rusev takes on Curtis Axel. Harper and Rowan, representing the Wyatt family, the new Raw Tag Team Champions, take on the former Raw Tag Team Champions, the Hype Bros. Dana Brooke takes on Liv Morgan and Paige. Kurt Hawkins takes on Chris Jericho, and Dean Ambrose takes on Brock Lesnar. So we're going to sim up this card. And get the results. Alright, so Enzo and Cass defeat Woods and Kingston of the New Day. Braun Strowman defeats Darren Young. Rusev defeats Curtis Axel. Oh, actually, some of these guys, like Curtis Axel, possibly might not be in the card because shouldn't even be on the card because I did forget one thing. It is time for pre-motions and demotions. Now, Axel lost anyway. So, I believe he is probably on his way down to NXT. Should have done it before this Raw, but I forgot. I guess everybody gets one extra Raw to try to save themselves. Alright, so take a look at who was in danger of demotion. Alright, now for SmackDown, we just went ahead and did whoever was at the bottom because I forgot to write down who was in danger of demotion for SmackDown, so I just went with whoever was at the bottom gets demoted, and then the people below them and the tier below them at the top get promoted. For Raw, I did manage to write down who was in danger of promotion and demotion, and so I'll be using the system the way it should be. And for the Universal title, the man in danger of demotion was Kevin Owens by one spot. He is safe in the Raw's main event picture. However, Raw could definitely use another main eventer, so I am going to go ahead and promote, because I only have 6 compared to SmackDown's 10. So I am going to promote the next person regardless, and Dean Ambrose is the Universal and U.S. champion, so that means going up to the main event picture, a man who 4 months ago it appeared he was on his way to being demoted. Curt Hawkins is now a main eventer on Monday Night Raw. Congratulations, Curt Hawkins, who it looks like has done a great job resurrecting his career. Now he'll get to start, as well as being the #1 contender to the U.S. title, he gets to start chasing the Universal title. Alright, Curtis Axel was the man in danger of demotion to NXT from Raw's mid-card. Will he be going down to NXT? He will. And who will be taking his place from NXT? It is not going to be Noam Dar. He's the NXT champion and does not want to give up his 205 Live eligibility. Oney Lorcan is the Cruiserweight champion. He is not going to give up his 205 Live eligibility. Andrew does not want to give up his 205 Live eligibility, so it's going to be Bobby Roode. Another huge, following SmackDown's huge acquisition of Shinsuke Nakamura, Raw acquires the glorious one, Bobby Roode, taking the place of Curtis Axel. So, huge acquisition for Raw to counter Raw's acquisition of Shinsuke Nakamura. 2 of the biggest faces of NXT are now on their way to the main roster. And Curtis Axel is headed down to NXT, where he will try to resurrect his career. Alright, Blake and Murphy were the tag team eligible for demotion. However, they split their tag team during these last 2 months, so they will not be demoted. Dana Brooke was the woman in danger of demotion. Will she find herself back on NXT? She will not. She is safe by 1 spot. Alright, so which competitors are in danger of the next round of demotions? I actually need to do this for SmackDown as well. Bobby Roode straight up to the #1 contendership for the Universal title. Alright, so Curt Hawkins, the newest call up to the main event picture, is in danger of being demoted back down to the mid-card of Raw if he cannot hang in the Raw main event picture in the next 2 months. in danger of demotion to NXT from the mid-card of Raw is Braun Strowman, a dominant force in real life lately, but looks like apparently not so dominant in WITM. The Raw tag team in danger of demotion is Enzo and Cass, who recently got to leave NXT after they dropped the NXT tag team titles. They dropped the Raw tag team titles to the Hype Bros a couple of months ago, and now they are in danger of returning to NXT. And the Raw woman, as we saw before, no need to look there, in danger of demotion to NXT is Paige. Alright, now we need to check for SmackDown and see, which we should have done after Backlash, but again, I forgot. I'll get the hang of this eventually, I promise. The man in danger of demotion to SmackDown's main card is Kane. The man in the mid-card of SmackDown in danger of demotion to NXT is the man who recently got called up, Shinsuke Nakamura. The SmackDown tag team in danger of demotion is American Alpha, the real-life SmackDown tag team champions. And the woman in danger of demotion from SmackDown is Alexa Bliss, the real-life SmackDown Women's Champion. So, dominant forces of real-life WWE, not necessarily the dominant forces of WITM, as Braun Strowman, a dominant force on Raw in real life. Alexa Bliss, the SmackDown Women's Champion in real life. And American Alpha, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions in real life, all in danger of heading down to NXT in WITM. Alright, now we can take a look at, well, we're probably going to want to rebook that card. Now we can take a look at the card, see if we will see Corey in action. Last week he got a week off. Will he get to wrestle this week? We have a promo from Becky Lynch. Sami Zayn takes on Kane. Cesaro and Sheamus takes on The Ascension. Eva Marie takes on Becky Lynch. Beauty and the Man Beast takes on the Usos. We have a triple threat between Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, and Finn Balor. And Randy Orton takes on Seth Rollins. It's going to be another week off for Corey. Where are we going to find our WITM match for this episode? Alright. I'd like to get you some actual in-ring action. I mean, I'm sure promotions and demotions are interesting, and Andrew getting jump attacked is somewhat interesting. We'll see what that leads to, but we'd like to see an actual match. Becky Lynch defeats Eva Marie. That's a non-title victory for Becky Lynch. She'll move up 2 spots in the SmackDown Women's rankings. Beauty and the Man Beast defeats the Usos. The WWE Champion AJ Styles defeats Roman Reigns and Finn Balor. And Seth Rollins defeats Randy Orton. Alright, will we find our next match on NXT? Will we see Serena or the AA Hardcore Cruisers in action? We will see Serena in action. We have a promo from Summer Rae. Noam Dar takes on Brian Kendrick. Summer Rae takes on Carmella. The Golden Truth takes on Sanity. Bo Dallas takes on Jinder Mahal. A fatal four-way between Akira Tozawa, Sawyer Fulton, Hideo Itami, and Rich Swann. Serena versus Ember Moon. Will they have another classic? And then following that, we have the AA Hardcore Cruisers taking on the Authors of Pain. So 2 rivalries continue on this edition of NXT. It's going to be in this episode. This may end up being an hour-long episode with Serena and Ember Moon. Serena takes on Ember Moon. And then episode 97, the AA Hardcore Cruisers. For the first time, we will get to see the official 2K model of Austin Aries in action as the AA Hardcore Cruisers take on the Authors of Pain. Alright, so Serena and Ember Moon. We'll check. The last 2 Serena and Ember Moon matches have ended in injury for Ember Moon. She still has 2 weeks of a major head injury. Her head durability is reduced by 20 if Serena can do to Ember Moon what she has done to her in their previous 2 matchups. So Ember Moon will be here at critical injury, and that means she will be forced out of action. Ember Moon is the #1 contender, so this match could go great, or very good, or very bad for Ember Moon. This match could keep her still in control of her own destiny as #1 contender, and potentially line Ember Moon up for a future title shot. Or it could end with a concussion or other head injury, and Ember Moon forced out of action for an undetermined amount of time. So let's get this NXT started. Because we did not start this episode with NXT, we will have to view the intro and video package. So let me find that. Get the music prepared. And let's begin. Alright, so we begin this NXT with a promo from Summer Rae. And then Brian Kendrick defeats the NXT champion Noam Dar. Carmella defeats Summer Rae. The newest called down from the main roster. There was tag team to be called down from the main roster, formerly of SmackDown. The Golden Truth takes on Big Damo and Alexander Wolf of Sanity. It's going to be a victory for Sanity. Jinder Mahal defeats Bo Dallas. Sawyer Fulton, formerly of Sanity, defeats Hideo Itami, Akira Tozawa, and Rich Swann. And now, finally, 25 minutes into the episode, we have our episode 96 in-ring action. It is going to be Serena, now Raw Women's Champion, as well as NXT Women's Champion. She's going to be taking on Ember Moon. And to add even more, to make this match even more interesting, this is a hardcore Falls Count Anywhere match. As it was in their first meeting of this month that saw Ember Moon pick up the victory despite suffering a minor head injury. So it's the NXT Women's Champion take on her #1 contender. Ember Moon could potentially line herself up for a title shot or could find herself on the disabled list, unable to compete. So will they have another classic? Will Ember Moon be on the disabled list, or will she remain #1 contender? Let's find out.
Hold on to your seats. We have singles action coming up next.
This is going to be good.
We have one of the best talents on the roster to date, in a match I am sure we will not soon forget.
I don't know if it can get any more heated than this.
Alright, so here we go. This is a classic rivalry. Put it right up there with other classic NXT women's rivalries. Paige and Emma.
Both these superstars are going to
Charlotte and Sasha Banks.
But hey, by the sounds of it, this crowd
But he'd even go as far as say potentially Trish Stratus and Lita.
The arm drag being used to good effect here.
arm drag.
We have an injured Ember Moon competing in a hardcore match with the NXT Women's Champion, who just became Raw Women's Champion as well, making history. And these two women both are making history in NXT as well. Will Serena continue her momentum as NXT Women's Champion, or will Ember Moon pick up a huge victory, continuing to be #1 contender, as well as defeating the Raw and NXT Women's Champion, which I would think would go a long way towards earning Ember Moon a main roster call-up.
Starting to feel it. Here's what we're going to see what she's made of. We've got a long way to go.
Reversal by Serena.
Her to bounce back and show us all what she's made.
Swinging neck breaker.
No, this doesn't appear to be anything she can't. What a
Targeting that head. Serena going right for that head.
Wait a minute! And she escapes the hold. Not going to win many matches.
Reversal by Ember Moon. Reversal by Serena.
Dishing out some serious punishment.
Spinning back fist. Forces Ember Moon to her feet. Reverses with an uppercut.
How's that for ferocious?
Suplex connects. Goes for cover. Would love to have a quick end to this match to avoid further injury. Serena powers out at 2.
too strong. This guy's too powerful.
Drop kick connects.
Beginning to look bad for her here.
Face buster.
Find a way to mount an offense.
Serena
Look at these deep.
targeting that injured head.
One of them are backing down.
Yeah, but I fully expect her to hold.
Reversal by Ember Moon. Forces Serena on the apron and slams her onto the outside. Very nice power bomb by Ember Moon, and now going high risk.
She's really
Misses with the splash. That is not going to be good for her injured head. Serena forces her to her feet. Chick kick connects to that injured head.
This is nothing.
Goes for a cover. Is that going to be enough to put Ember Moon away?
Look at this. Man, we got a lot of match left.
It looks like it may have been, but the referee says no. This match will continue.
Coming.
Now what does Serena have in mind?
She's going for it.
How about another chick kick to the injured head of Ember Moon? Is this going to put her away?
Might be it. 1, 2. And the shoulders up now.
No, still Ember with the Ember Moon with the injured head, majorly injured head, at risk of a concussion, at risk of being added to the injured list. She still chooses to fight on.
Makes it look easy.
I have to give full credit to both of these women. Serena making history, and Ember Moon proving she is as tough as any of her male counterparts. Another creative pin attempt by Ember Moon. Serena powers out at 2.
It's the first time we've seen that move tonight from either locker room.
I gotta love it.
Swinging neck breaker. Goes for cover.
And the shoulders up now.
This time Ember Moon powers out at 1.5.
Doesn't get any closer to 3 than that.
Kick to the back.
She's starting to feel the pressure.
Slam by Ember Moon.
She's starting to take it all out of her, guys. I gotta say, she's gone to her finisher far too many times here with limited success. It's time for her to come up with Plan B.
If there's a deep
Series of mounted punches.
more honor and respect, I haven't met her. And I'm willing to bet that it's that honor and respect that's driving her right now.
Leg drop connects. Double leg drop.
Crushing.
Elbow drop to the leg.
Put a hurting on him.
Stomp to the arm. Another stomp.
Type of competitor is favored when you
Another stomp.
ropes, King.
Well, in my opinion, the more vicious, the more
Reversal by Serena.
willing to do absolutely anything to hurt his opponent, regardless.
Reversal by Ember.
He has the advantage.
Super kick connects. Stomp to the back.
Different tools at your disposal.
Yeah, they are literally everywhere.
Nice reversal by Serena. Goes for cover.
She's not done yet.
Ember Moon powers out at 1.
Long time.
Somehow, she's still in this matchup. Unbelievable.
Reversal by Ember Moon.
Thinking to avoid that. Oh, reversal. Oh.
Was looking for, I believe, a variation of a brainbuster, but Serena with a nice reversal. Series of knees to the back for a reverse DDT, of course, plunging that head down into that thin mat. If I'm Ember Moon, I want to get back to in that ring as soon as possible. She does not need to be outside the ring where Serena can inflict damage on her even faster. Series of punches to the knee. Goes for a cover. Ember Moon powers out at 2.
Sure, but we know that she's got a competitive attitude.
Oh, it doesn't get any closer to 3 than that.
Reversal by Ember Moon.
Reversal.
When she gets in attack mode, look out, schoolboy!
And a nice cover by Serena. Schoolboy, or I guess in this case it would be schoolgirl cover. And Ember powers out at 2.5.
Let's just hope the action doesn't make its way over to us at the announce table.
Forces Serena to her feet.
Trying to put her away.
Oh, man.
And I believe that's a finisher for Ember Moon, as it's going to lead to an important victory.
Finisher. This might be it. She might just be running on instant.
No. Another very near fall. Ember thought she had the victory. Serena had a very near fall earlier. She thought she had the victory. The referee says no, this match continues. You have to wonder at this point if the referee just, like the WWE Universe, just wants to see more of Serena and Ember Moon.
Well done.
And this incredible rivalry that they have had. Ember forces Serena to her feet. Reversal by Serena.
She's wasting no time taking over this contest. Nice reversal.
Going for the chops, but reversal by Ember. Forces Serena into her feet.
I don't know about that, but this area is so dangerous.
Into a power bomb. Ember Moon's low on stamina.
So much out of her.
Forces Serena to her feet.
Oh, nice count.
Reversal by Serena.
And she pulls a new trick from her back.
Reversal by Ember.
She could not be contained inside that ring.
Serena's thinking chick kick for the 3rd time, and it connects.
When you step outside the ropes, King.
Goes for a cover.
Opinion.
Can she do it here?
This may be it. 2.
And that will put Ember Moon away. Serena's momentum continues. Raw Women's Champion, NXT Women's Champion, and another victory over Ember Moon, and we get no highlights for some reason.
Over. And here's your winner.
And to be honest, Michael, neither of these amazing divas have anything to be ashamed of.
As we close the book on this match, I need to remind everybody just how big of a win this was. Simply amazing.
I can't fly, but I...
All right, so 3 chick kicks puts away Ember Moon. Will it put her on the injured list?
It's now time for our main event. Next up, tag team action.
We'll have to wait to find out.
A real fan favorite versus a formidable opposition, to say the least.
As in the next episode, immediately following that Serena and Ember Moon match, is going to be the Authors of Pain, the NXT Tag Team Champions, taking on the Dudley Hardcore Cruisers in their 3rd meeting in about a month. This time we get to see the official model of Austin Aries, as well as hopefully Andrew actually getting to wrestle his match this time. And that will be an elimination tag team match. So that is going to do it for episode number 96. Until 97, this is Corey signing off.